everybody. Welcome to A Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Folks, I'm feeling free and breezy because pandemic restrictions are lifting and signs of normal life are returning everywhere you look, especially if, like me, you have a Google alert for hot celebrity threesomes, because the story I'm all over right now is this steamy menage a what? With Oscar-winning director Taika Waititi, pop singer Rita Ora, and actress Tessa Thompson, which, as the Daily Beast put it, is a threesome that has kicked off Slutty summer. First of all, I hope this is not slutty summer shaming, Daily Beast. What three sexy celebs choose to do in full view of cameras is their business, and now, thankfully, ours. Second, I'm all about being fully vaxxed and fully waxed for some summer fun. In fact, keep an eye out for my own tabloid expose. Stephen Colbert's ice cream onesome kicks off steamy, sticky summer. Now, what brought these three together? Apparently, they were in Australia shooting Waititi's upcoming superhero film, Thor: Love and Thunder. Of course, after a proper threesome, everyone feels a little Thor down thunder. The celebrity cuddle puddle took place at Waititi's house the morning after an all-night party. So, if you've ever wondered what happens after you leave the party because you're tired, this is it. Hope you had fun with your sensible bedtime. And if you're asking, Steve, is that really that big of a story? Well, let me ask you this. If it isn't a big story, then why did it come with 54 pictures? Courtesy, of course, of Australia's notorious Koalarazzi. Also, true story, my graphics producer, Sarah, informed me that each of these 54 photos cost hundreds of dollars for us to use. So let's get our money's worth. Wait a second. Jim, whose foot is that? A question which, at some point, is asked in any threesome. The reason a slutty summer is around the corner is that half of U.S. adults are now fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Fantastic. That means, starting June 14, half of all U.S. adults can come see The Late Show back at the Ed Sullivan Theater. You can rub it in all your unvaccinated friends' faces, but don't actually rub anything in their faces because they're not vaccinated. We're still learning more about the origins of the COVID-19 virus, specifically that we don't know anything about the origins of the COVID-19 virus. You see, for about, year, 3 months, year and a half, something like that, the prevailing wisdom has been that this virus is zoonotic. That word means the virus jumped from an infected animal to humans, and not, as I originally believed, getting hypnotized by a panda. No one knows exactly what animals gave it to us, but similar coronaviruses have been found in bat species and pangolins, which explains why Taco Bell has discontinued their Big Cheesy Pangolin Bat Burrito Supreme. Oh, there's another less likely, but plausible theory that the virus escaped from the Wuhan Institute of Virology, where a group of scientists studies bat coronaviruses. This theory gained some prominence this week from a leaked U.S. intelligence assessment, and the controversy is all over cable news. So let's get the latest from World Health Organization advisor Jamie Metzel. Jamie, what do we know about the possibility that COVID-19 originated from this lab?
The answer is we don't know.
Okay. Mike Barnacle, is there more to this story?
We don't know the story. We might never know the story.
Okay, but are there any details? Was the virus engineered by the Chinese?
We don't know that didn't happen, but we certainly don't know it did happen.
All right, so is there anything we don't not know that we don't need to not know about?
We don't know the answer, and that is the actual answer.
Dr. Jha, what are we not asking that we should be asking, and will we ever know the right people to ask, and if so, when?
These are basic questions that need answering, and I think the world deserves answers.
Yes, on behalf of the world, thank you. Dr. Gupta, do you think those answers are knowable?
I do think that there is a knowable answer here. I think this is knowable.
Thank God.
Whether we will ever know it, I think is a different question.
Gupta! Nobody knows anything. Oh, here's something I know. We got word today that Senate Republicans are ready to deploy the filibuster to block a commission on the January 6th insurrection, which means now we need a May 27th commission to find out why the Republicans blocked the January 6th commission. President Biden did what anybody would do after hearing such depressing news. He went out for ice cream. After speaking at an Ohio community college, he went straight to Cleveland's Honey Hut ice cream.
Mr. President, what did you order?
Chocolate chip.
Mr. President, what is your message to Republicans who are prepared to block the January 6th commission?
Eat some chocolate chip.
I agree. Republicans in the Senate can all eat a bag of chip. As a matter of fact, they can all go fudge themselves. The president continued.
I can't imagine anyone voting against the establishment of a commission on the greatest assault since the Civil War on the Capitol. But at any rate, I came for ice cream.
He came for ice cream. Sounds like I wasn't the only one having a steamy, sticky summer. Biden has been president for 4 months, which means it's time to start talking about the 2024 presidential election. The Republican frontrunner continues to be President L. Ron Chubbard, and apparently he's indicating he plans to run again so long as he still has a good bill of health. What? That's crazy. In 2024, he'll be 78 years old, which is exactly how old Joe Biden is right now. Prime of life, sir. But some Republicans in Congress believe the old guy's appeal can be replicated by someone without the baggage of 2 impeachments, a Capitol riot he stoked, groundless challenges to his election loss, and a barrage of inflammatory statements. What? But those are all his secret ingredients. That's like taking away the Colonel's 11 herbs and spices. With both guys, all you'd have left is a chicken-loving old man who reminds you of the Confederacy. According to one GOP House member, if it were up to me, I would never have the ex-prez on any ballot ever. But that House member insisted on anonymity to speak candidly. That might be a problem when they challenge him in the primary debates. Senator, your rebuttal to the ex-president?
His time has passed. He's wrong for America. I was never here.
Republican leaders won't say this stuff out loud because according to a recent Quinnipiac Lunchables, Brunchables poll, 66% of the GOP wants him to run for re-election. That is surprising. 66% of Republicans still want elections? Speaking of people running for things, a new book has some shocking revelations about the presidential campaign of Vermont senator and man who will not rest until the split pea soup is put back on the menu. Bernie Sanders. Apparently, when Bernie goes on the road, Senator Sanders staffers put together a list of Bernie's travel preferences they call the Senator Comfort Memo, not to be confused with 19th century legislator Senator Comfort Memo. My body is quilted to absorb more whale oil. So what were some of those comforts for Senator Sanders? It turns out at hotels, Bernie preferred suites with bathtubs and a king-size bed, which had to have a down comforter. Hold up. A bed and covering? Diva alert, Beyonce Sanders. Also, it's fun to know that Bernie likes to take baths. Rubber ducky, you're the 1%. You make bath time lots of fun %. Bernie was also very specific about temperature. He required his room be kept at 60 degrees. Oh my God, that is really cold. It explains why his pajamas look like this. In fact, Bernie was so adamant that the room temperature be low, he would go out of his way to keep it at 60, even if it meant opening a window in winter or manually overriding the hotel's climate control system. That must have been quite a phone call to the front desk. I believe in climate change, in that we have to change the climate of this room, or else I swear to God I will sleep in the ice machine. I need to wake up feeling like a flounder in a fish market. Click! But Bernie always wants to maintain his everyman stance, so he was also known for turning down room upgrades and occasionally swapping with aides. So generous. Thank you for your hard work. As a treat, I'd like to offer you this freezing cold room. And get this, the bed has a blanket. One man I pray to God in heaven will never run for president is Georgia governor and man whose smile has anger issues, Brian Kemp. Last night, Governor Kemp dropped by the Fox News. to speak out against vaccine passports. And as his segment ended, he reminded viewers what makes this country so great.
Thanks, Lawrence. It is America, the land of the home and freedom reigns.
For now, it is.
Land of the home and freedom reigns. This is American as pie ball and the mom and bars. I gotta say, props to Fox host Lawrence Jones, who just rolled with it. That poise is gonna come in handy as a rudderless GOP descends into a patriotic word salad. Lawrence, this country was built by Abraham Freedom. No matter what Joe Bantifa's laser babies say about cancel culturing, our eagle guns reigns.
For now, it is.
Thank you, Lawrence. And patriots like Governor Kemp will not be constrained by the traditional, actual lyrics to the Star-Spangled Banner. So as a tribute to him, I think, please put your hand over the organ of your choice and join me in this Kemp-inspired rendition of our national home and freedom reign. Oh, see, can you say, by the Donner Party, what so twilight we proud at the gleaming PlayStation, whose broad straps and big cars drew the peripheral, or the streaming we watched were so galloping ponies, and the rockets met bears. Robert Durst is an heir, gave Fruit Loops the right that our Fraggles still cared. Bump, bump, bump. Oh, see, can you stop Big Bruce Banner, Flava Flav, or the land of the home and the freedom reigns. Ball play! We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Bradley Whitford and journalist Carlos Watson. But when we come back, meanwhile, freedom reigns.